Okay, hey YouTube, it's Alex here again, and two videos in one day, which is a lot I know, but I'm in a video making mood again. And today I just wanted to show you the second plan for my new 35-gallon tropical tank, rescape and substrate change. So here's the tank, cabinet, tank, hood. So basically I just want to start off by telling you the specs of the tank and what sort of equipment I have. So start from the top. Lighting, I have 2x 24 watt T5 high output lights. One is a plant growth bulb which is 6500K, and one is a colour bulb which enhances the colours of the tank and the fish, and that is 18,000K. So the substrate I'm using is Tropica Aquacare plant substrate underneath, and on top I'm going to have black quartz gravel, fine gravel with rounded edges for protection for catfish. Filtration, I've got a Fluval 306 with sponges, carbon and a lot of Biomax, and I'm thinking of investing in a spray bar fitting for this filter. You can buy one available online. I haven't seen any in shops, but you can buy an adapter for these Fluval external canisters if you do want a spray bar. So that's the tech I have. Over here, this is what plants I'm going to be buying and driftwood. So background plants, I'm going to get some I can't really read my writing. Vallisneria, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It's also known as jungle val. If you've ever heard Dustin in Dustin's fish tanks refer to jungle val, it's his favourite aquatic plant, and he swears by it. So I'm having a nice big background full of jungle val. It's going to be, the whole background is going to be jungle val. So coming down, we've got driftwood. This thing here, like, it goes along here, around there, up there and down there. That's driftwood. I'm sorry for my poor drawing, by the way. I'm going to get a bit of driftwood that sort of looks like a T, possibly a T, the letter T, but backwards. So I let a T backwards, and it's going to be pointing up at this end because that's what I'd like. And on top of that driftwood, in the mid-ground, I'm going to be having some Java fern, which I'm going to use elastic bands to secure to the driftwood. Now, some people say about having thread and fishing wire. Well, the risk of that is that it gets loose and a fish gets tangled in it, whereas with elastic bands, you basically take them off after about a week. And after about a week, this Java fern's actually rooted itself, or got some roots around this wood. So it's okay to remove it after a week, so it's not going to harm your water at all. In the mid-ground, either side of the driftwood, or bogwood, I'm going to be having some Rotella macrandra, if I've pronounced that right, so Rotella. And that's a nice deep red colour, and I'm going to be using iron and Seachem plant tabs under the substrate, and CO2, Seachem Flourish with CO2, liquid CO2. So it's going to be nice and red, this plant. It's going to be either side of that driftwood. Not dead central, it's not perfectly dead central. I do like things to be quite central though in an aquarium. I'm not sure why. People say don't have symmetry. I don't know. I quite like the fact of having plants either side and a bit of empty space in the middle where the driftwood will be. So that's the mid-ground. And just to add, these dark lines here mark the top of each plant. So this is the top of the Rotella. Obviously you don't need the top of that. And this is the top of the foreground plant. Now, foreground plant, undecided, but I do know I do not want a carpeting plant like Glossostigma or Stargrass or Baby Tears or something like that, because Cory cats, swordtails, gourami, it's going to rip it to shreds basically. And it's quite a deep tank, and for the T5s are good at penetrating a deep tank, but I don't want to risk it because plants cost a lot, and I'm only 15, so I don't have a lot of money to spend on plants, so I'm going to go for something which I know will do okay. So I went down to my LFS today. It used to be J Aquatics, and it's actually recently closed down and been taken over by Emperor Tropicals. If you live in Plymouth in Devon, you'll know what I'm on about. They've also opened a branch in Tavistock, and they are great. They have great plants, great fish, really knowledgeable staff, so I'm going to get some plants from there. I've seen all these plants there. I know they have them in stock, which is good. Now, I've seen some plants there today. They have sort of reddish brown leaves. They're quite a leafy plant, and they don't grow more than 3 inches up, which is perfect for foreground. And in the middle there, I'm going to leave a space of just black gravel going up to the bogwood or driftwood, and that's where my coracots are going to, you know, be most of all really, under the driftwood and in that space. So that's that, and the products I'm going to be using: Seachem Flourish, and Seachem Liquid Carbon, and Seachem Plant Tabs, or plant tablets underneath the substrate. And iron, they obviously have iron and such in them as well, because plants absorb a lot more iron through their roots than their leaves. So that's important that you have the nutrients under the soil as well. So that's the products I'm going to be using. They're the specs in my tank. If you've forgotten them, go back and watch them again. You know the plants I'm going to be buying, and I just want to ask you guys, if you can see a problem with what I'm trying to do here, then just say, because what I don't want to do is spend a buttload of money on plants, put them in, go through all that hassle, and then it turns out, uh-oh, the lighting's not good enough for the Rotala, that's going to die off. I'm going to have to spend more money on getting some Ligwigia or whatever to replace it, I don't know. So if you guys can see a problem with any of the equipment I'm using, products, any of the plants I'm going to be buying for this tank, I remind you it's a 35-gallon tank, 70 centimeters long and 50 centimeters tall, or about 60 actually, so it's quite a square tank. If you can see any problems with what I'm trying to do here, then give me a shout, because I like taking advice from knowledgeable people. So yeah, if you like what I'm doing, then comment and tell me you like what I'm doing. And I will be posting a video of me actually doing this. My auntie is going to give me a hand with this. She's bringing her steam cleaner so we can just blitz the tank when it's totally empty and get all the algae off. And that's going to be like brand new. So yeah, that's going to be happening on Saturday. So I will be making a video. What I'll do is I'll just set the tripod up over here and then speed up the video. So it'll probably be about 5 minutes long of us just taking everything out, cleaning, and then putting the new substrate and plants in. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Could you please like this video, comment with anything you'd like to say, and subscribe. And I'd really like to get this channel out there and noticed, so if you could spread the word about this channel, put me in your other channels list on your channel, give me a shout out in your videos, whatever really. I'm not really bothered, but I just want to get this channel out there and noticed. So yeah, thank you very much for watching.